If you care about your health, but food feels like it takes up way more mental space than you want, this video is for you. Now, I'm not talking about binging or extreme dieting. I'm talking about thinking about food all day long, replaying your meals, wondering if you made the right choices, feeling like food decisions take up more energy than you'd like them to. In this video, I explain why that happens, especially for women who have spent years trying to eat well, and what actually helps food start to feel calmer again. Hi, I'm Bonnie Giller, registered dietitian and certified intuitive eating counselor. Now, I've been doing this work for many decades, and this is one of the most common things women bring to me. They will often say the following: Bonnie, I'm not dieting anymore, so yay, but food still feels hard. Or they'll say, I don't want to think about food so much anymore. And usually they're not doing anything extreme. They're just tired. For many, many women, this doesn't start as a diet. It starts as, let's say, responsibility, caring about their health, trying to make quote unquote good choices, eating well, being mindful. Over time, those good intentions can turn into what we call managing their food. You start thinking about it more. You're planning ahead just in case. You replay meals. You're second guessing yourself all the time. Now, the goal is health, but the experience becomes vigilance, and vigilance is exhausting. Now, here's something very important to understand. When food has been monitored or managed for a very long time, your brain learns that food matters a lot. So it learns to pay attention, it learns to double check everything, and it learns to stay involved all the time. Now, that doesn't turn off just because you decide to stop dieting or you quote unquote loosen the rules. That's why so many women say, I'm not dieting anymore, but the food is still so loud, that food noise. And you know what? It's not about a willpower issue, and it's not because you're doing something wrong. It's a learned response. Now, another thing that I hear quite a bit is, Bonnie, I already know what I'm supposed to eat. And that's usually true, right? Most women who struggle with food are not lacking information. They've read all the articles, they've heard all the advice, they understand balance, but knowledge doesn't automatically create trust. I mean, you could probably write the book on nutrition. You can know what to eat and still feel uneasy around it. You can care about your health and still feel disconnected from your body. And this is why trying harder rarely brings you relief. Do you resonate with that? Now, the women I work with are not unmotivated. They are motivated quite a bit to plan their meals, to think ahead, and to worry about their outcomes. What they're missing is not effort. What they're missing is ease. When food feels mentally exhausting, trust is usually what's missing, because diets have stripped you of trust all these years. Trust that you can eat without constant evaluation. Trust that your body can be listened to without micromanaging. Trust that one choice doesn't define your health. Trust builds through experience over time. And it builds best when pressure isn't there. It starts to soften and go away. Pressure tells your nervous system something is at risk. And when food feels risky, your system stays on high alert. And that's why rule-based or fear-based approaches to eating will often keep food front and center for you. What actually helps food take up less mental space is safety. And in my work, I see the food noise start to quiet down when eating becomes more predictable instead of reactive. When permission replaces negotiation, self-judgment goes away, and support really enters the picture. Now, this doesn't happen through control. It happens through trust. If this resonates with you, I have a simple resource called the Diet Free Mindset Daily Checklist. It's not a plan, it's not about rules, and it's way more than a checklist. It's a short, grounding way to start noticing the mindset patterns that keep food taking up way more space than it needs to and than you want it to. You can find the link to download this resource for you below this video. And truthfully, if the only thing that you take away from this video today is that food struggles are often about trust, not effort, that's a great place to start. Thanks for being here. I look forward to reading your comments below, and I'll see you in the next video.